This chapter was insane. I'm gonna be honest. This chapter was great. It was a 10 out of 10, but we'll talk about in this video. What's up, guys? Red Cloak here. Today is the chapter review for 260 of Black Clover. And yes, this is actually fans' translation. It's not actually the official release, but remember to support the official release. I'm only giving this to you guys so you can get it out early. Unlike the last chapter where I had mixed emotions, well, bad and good emotions, this chapter did not disappoint. Tabata does not disappoint in his chapters. This chapter was a good 10 out of 10, and I really loved the emotions that was going through me. Sadness, happiness, and basically fear for YAMI, what happened in this chapter. We'll talk about it in the chapter, so let's get into that intro.
Yeah, hold up, what the fuck? Hey, bass in the trunk, yeah, shorty wanna fuck, but I'm busy getting bucks. If you know my fucking name, you know my music bumps. If you hate my fucking shit, you a motherfucking chump. Hey, ooh, yeah, damn, Billy stay high like a kite. Yeah, bitch, I blew up overnight. Yeah, you know the world around town. Hey, my diamonds bright like a light. Yeah, my music different, I'm right. Hey, my music different, I'm right. Yeah, who the fuck else sounds like this? Hey, my music different, I'm right. I don't give up.
The first panel we see is actually Dante still on the ground, knocked out, and Asa actually starting to walk towards. Asa is about to pass out because, remember, this fight took a lot out of him, and basically that arm that he has is basically permanent. Well, not the power, just the arm itself. It just looks like a demon. So yeah, Damnatio ain't gonna like that when Asa returns to the Clover Kingdom. So falls in Yami's arm. Yami just says, "Good job, kid," and Asa just says, "Yes, sir." In this moment, I feel really bad about Yami because this moment really was beautiful, but this might be their last moment they're gonna have together. Maybe, unless Yami dies, which I don't see happening, but if it does, it's going to be a shocker. Asa and Yami have just such great chemistry. That's why I just enjoy their moments together. They have such great chemistry, they work well together, and they're basically like the same person. Asa's just a mini version of Yami. That's why I was sad at the end of this chapter, because it really did hit you hard. You thought like they actually won until it was stripped away and just said, nah bro, they didn't win. Next panel we see Finral and Vanessa actually celebrating that they basically won. Dante is now finished. Ghosh actually wakes up, well, coincidence, he woke up after they defeated Dante, and basically when Ghosh wakes up, Great goes and hugs him. I do find it funny, and I do love that Tabata is basically putting it in our face, basically saying, yeah, these guys are gonna end up together and you're gonna like it. Finral is actually still holding Asa, and Finral actually looks and actually sees Captain Yami walking away from them and actually going to check on Dante. Yami tells them even this guy is on his last legs, we should still restrain him and actually take him to the Clover capital. Well, he didn't say that, but I'm assuming that's what they would do to get info out of him. Yami actually grabs Dante's grimoire to see what's inside it because, yeah, he's gonna want to see what's inside before, this guy dies. And Yami actually says you may just go through hardship, and he adds an insult to a knocked out Dante, calling him a creepy stalker bastard, which again, Yami just loves adding insult to injuries to all of his falling opponents. So yeah, Yami is hilarious. Yami then says we caught the leader of the Dark Triad, or the evil organization of the Dark Triad, the leader of it, and Yami just says this should be the end before he can say end. The creepiest panel of this whole chapter, probably the whole Black Clover manga, just pops up. Zenon stares at Yami through a portal. Yeah, a portal that he made, probably his devil's magic. Yami can't even sense him, and the funny thing is, he's still in his devil form. He doesn't deform. He just says, you know, it doesn't matter. He just stares at him until Yami knows. Yami swiftly turns around, and before he can actually attack or do anything, Zenon has him up in the air, hanging just like William on his bones. He's basically skewered. Before Finral can even say Yami's name, he actually just sees Yami up in the air being penetrated by Bones' paws. Yami all bloodied up, basically just says he can't move and basically says he was careless because he couldn't even sense Zenon. And Zenon basically the coolest panel in this, the second coolest panel in this chapter. I'm basically carrying William Bondage with his bones, not even with his hands. He's using his bones. I know some William Bondage haters would just say he deserves everything of this. I know William Bondage should have got punished, but this was too far. I actually feel bad for William Bondage because I don't really hate him. I do think what he did was basically wrong. Because Zenon didn't even think of like teleporting back to the Spade Kingdom, just dropping him off there. He's just, nah, bro, you're coming with me and we're gonna go get Yami while you just watch while you're just knocked out. Everyone just says, what the hell is this guy? Because you guys do notice that they know about the Dark Triad, but they don't know how they look like. They don't know how Zenon or Monica look like. So yeah, I don't blame them for saying who the hell is this guy. Finral just starts thinking to himself, this guy has William Bondage's World Tree Magic and Yami, Dark Magic. He can now create the Tree of Quiflof or the Tree of Death that can connect this world and the Afterworld, or the Underworld if you want to say that. I'm pretty sure Finral was just saying to himself, we're screwed and we're done, we're out of it, I don't think we're gonna win this. And yeah, I don't think they are gonna win this. Zenon actually explains how he got, he said the flutter of the mana basically bothered him, so it let him hear, and he basically just carries Dante with his bone magic and says, losing after saying so much, what are you gonna do now, Dante? And I thought Zenon would actually betray Dante or just kill him off because he's basically worthless. He isn't needed, and he's basically playing around, so he really isn't needed for this whole plan. But I think Zenon does kind of care about him for a little bit. It's still his big brother. Also, comment down below, how do you guys think Dante's gonna develop with this? Is he gonna get mad, want more malice, well, gain a new malice, or will he just get depressed? Just comment down below. Zenon actually quickly turns and looks at Asta's arm, and he immediately knows that that's a devil arm or a devil contract. Zenon doesn't say anything. This is what I like about Zenon. He doesn't say anything. He doesn't brag, doesn't become cocky. He just shoots out his bones wanting to finish off Asta because he knows he's going to be a pain later on. This bone match actually coming at high speed. Actually, Finral was able to react and actually teleport away. So this is actually good for Finral, and I do like this feat for Finral. It's actually kind of cool. Zenon's reaction, well, he just says spatial magic, I see. Then Zenon's hand, something's up with it because they showed the panel shot of his hand. Yeah, I don't know what happened, but Zenon actually has a flashback with, he actually says that guy. Good thing I finished him earlier. Well, not really, because, well, he just doesn't know that William Vengeance healed him with his tree. Actually got me theorizing, did something more happen to the fight with him and Yuno? Did Yuno actually do something to Zenon's arm to make him have that reaction, actually have that feeling? I do think there's more to the fight that meets the eye, and that's why Zenon's hands are shaking. Well, something's up with his hand, but who cares? Zenon actually does say, I would finish you guys off now, but time is up. This is why Zenon's my favorite Dark Triad member. He doesn't play around. He doesn't want to waste time. If his mission's done, he's just going to leave because he already got Yami. He doesn't really need to do anything else. He just got to leave. He could just kill Asta right here and now, but again, it's going to be a hindrance. It's going to be stupid, and he has time to actually just leave and just do what he got to do. If this was Monaco or Dante, they would just say, all right, I'm going to play with you guys for now. So, yeah, this is why Zenon's my favorite Dark Triad member. Ghosh actually yells out and tells him do not let him go, because if he does, it's going to be the end of the world, which he's right. He has 2 of the keys to the Tree of Death. I do think Zenon's actually angry at Dante for giving these guys 6 months, because seeing how badly they beat up Dante, Zenon's probably pissed that he gave him 6 months because this is how bad he got beat up. And he's probably getting pissed that Monica, kind of brought back the Queen of the Heart Kingdom, the person who's been trying to stop them this whole time. Zenon's probably be pissed at his siblings, and I wouldn't blame him. They're kind of screwing up the plan. These mirror barrages from Ghosh doing nothing. Zenon's easily able to parry them away with his bone attack. And basically, Vanessa's just saying, don't let him go. It will be the end of the world. Everyone's trying their best. Henry actually shows up for once, which is surprising. But Zenon's bone just pierces him and just, not pierces him, just puts him down to his place. Yeah, Henry was irrelevant for like a good few seconds till Zenon told him, nah, get back down. And we actually see Asta plead to his devil, telling him, please take more of my body. I don't care if I become a devil. Lend me some of your power again so I can defeat this guy. And the anti-magic devil, he refuses. He doesn't want to do it because Asta's body can only handle that one arm for 50 seconds, and in his condition right now, he won't even be able to handle some of the body parts that the anti-magic devil is going to take. So no, he's not going to do it because Asta right now is too weak, and the face by Asta is completely shocked because he knows there's nothing he can do. He's feeling the same despair as Another surprise, the anti-magic devil actually does care about Asta. He actually does tell him, like, no, I'm not going to do it. You will die by this, and that means I'll die too. Anti-magic devil is looking out for Asta. He does not want Asta to die because Asta right now is too weak, which he said is kind of true. He's too weak to handle all the devil possession. Vanessa uses Rouge and actually says if she can reach Yami, she can actually help him, but Zenon's like destroys the portal that Finral made it for her. He just says, get that out of here. We ain't doing that. Again, Zenon takes his job very seriously. He's a guy who wants to do this for the benefit of the Spade Kingdom. And again, him just saying, get that out of here. We ain't doing that, Vanessa. Just get that cat out of here. This panel is just pure sadness. Yami just stares at the black bull. He just smiles. He wants to say something, but I don't think he can. Yami probably just wants to tell them to surpass their limits and keep on going. But right now, all the Black Bulls are just sad, and mostly Asta. He just fought alongside him and just answered to Yami's trust, and now he's about to be taken away. Zenon enters the portal, and basically the portal closes. Then we flash to Asta, or go to Asta. Asta will be on the ground with Yami's katana, and basically the only thing they have to remember of Yami. And Asta just looks up and just yells, Captain Yami. And I think he passes out. And what the credit says, after losing a master, all that remains is a rusty sword, or a rusty katana. And this actually just feels like this is the last time we're ever going to see Yami with the Black Bulls, which I hope that doesn't happen. But still, it would be pretty sad if Yami does go. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. It's been Red Cloak. I hope you guys did enjoy this chapter review. I'm going to head up out of here. Make sure to subscribe and like if you're new. Comment if you have any questions or any ideas or any theories you got in the comments. I'm going to head up out of here. See you guys. Peace.